Mic test. Mic test. Okay. Mic test. Okay. Okay, seems like we're up and running. Everything's going good. I went ahead and refit the urban mech again, got it back to the 2 medium X pulse lasers that it had before so that it's as effective. I went ahead and traveled to the next place where we're going to be taking missions.
Commander?
And I also went ahead and got the assassin back. Here we are. We're going to go ahead and go live now. And we're going to start off with our first mission. We got a 1 skull battle, a couple of 1 skull battles, 2 skull battle, 2 skull battles, and a 2 skull assassin. Let's start off with a 1 skull battle. Let's start off with a 1 skull battle in the jungle with the B team, because we want to see how the assassin does. And again, the B team does not look like they're too bad off anymore. Yeah, they aren't too far behind the A team. Let's go ahead and go. I think I got most of my stream elements and everything set up for the stream. I don't know for sure though. It's been kind of odd getting everything worked through. Most of the stuff I've never done before. I actually didn't go to school or anything for electronics, and I'm sitting learning all this stuff on my own. So I actually build my own computers and everything. So it's kind of a confusing mess when I sit down and actually start working on something new. I got to do a bunch of research before I start actually doing anything, because otherwise I'm just a confused mess and have no idea what's going on. I'm actually a career appliance installation person. I've been installing appliances for well over 10 years, and with everything that's going on today, there just isn't as much need for me so much in the appliance industry. So I've decided to try to do something new. I've still got my name out there looking for people that need to get things installed, but if the work doesn't come, the work doesn't come. I really am too injured to do it anymore anyway. So long doing it. But, well, let's drop in this mission and see what we're doing. It's just a 1 skull, so it shouldn't be anything dangerous. We're bringing our new gear. We're dropping with an entire medium lance and an archer.
Affirmative.
Of course, the archer will never see frontline combat. So,
I understand.
but if it does, we found out last mission that it'll straight up murder anything that it runs into. All right, our first target up is a Hetzer LRM. That's actually not too bad.
As you wish. Copy that.
Got the
What's up, boss?
assassin outfitted for some kind of close range combat, I guess. It's
On my way.
mounting X-Pulse laser and 2 Clan SRM6s just because they weigh about the same amount as one
Moving out.
standard SRM6.
Confirmed.
I've also got 3 tons of
Awaiting
ammo on it,
orders.
so it should give it plenty of shots to go through.
I'll be there before you know it.
The Trebuchet and the Kronos are still my primary attack,
Roger. Full speed. Roger that.
and the Archer, until I get a bigger engine on it that requires me to go to an XL, there's really no reason to put anything bigger than LRM-10s on it. So we're just kind of holding it back, seeing what it can do with what it's got. Rest of our enemies are starting to pop up on screen. We got a Prowler. Something else with a bunch of missiles. Let's see, we got a Prowler. We got an Urban Mech Lamb. Should have brought the Urban Mech Lamb so we could kill theirs. We got a Hetzer. I could use some of those Urban Mech Lamb parts to replace some of the parts that were missing on mine, but it don't matter either way. Go ahead, throw out some
Orders?
damage on the Hetzer. Just keep engaging it.
Confirmed. Reporting negative.
And
Commander.
I believe we're going to make the assassin the frontline attacker. He's going to go
Moving to
ahead and
position.
shoot up front and do whatever damage he can,
Affirmative.
which he ain't doing too bad. There's been a couple more patches since the last time, and it's mostly been weapon fixes, but I've also noticed that they've changed the panic system quite a bit. They seem to panic a whole lot easier. I don't know if you guys are getting sound like I am. I turned it down quite a bit because it
Barely
was
hit, Commander.
pretty loud, so
Good to go.
I've just been tweaking with it. If it is too loud,
Moving to position.
please tell me. Figured we weren't going to get anything on a 4.3. He's jumping around. I got to pin him down somehow.
Ready for orders.
And we got a minefield around that. Great. We got a minefield everywhere.
Heading out. Targeting for an alpha strike.
Well, as you all know by now,
Standing by.
minefields, fire, and shot in the head. That's the way my games go.
Yes, Commander.
We're just going to keep pushing up. I think until we close with that Urban Mech, we're never going to get a shot on it. We're going to have to see what we can do about getting close. I don't even remember how they start equipped. So.
Holding firm.
But it looks like, unless there is some reinforcements, it looks like this is all we're up against. Oh, and he's shooting infernos, and they're shooting mines at me. Great.
Orders?
Just great.
Move order received.
4.3, probably. Oh, we got a couple of hits. We got a couple of hits. Good job.
How's it going? On my way. Here you go.
We're gonna keep trying to engage that Urban Mech. Sooner or later,
Reporting.
it's gonna jump too much, and it's gonna run out of its ability to not be off balance if it gets tapped. So that's going to be how we actually get it, because it should be jumping every single round.
Ready for orders.
I'm going to have the Archer move first so that we can react to what the Urban Mech does with the Assassin.
Negative damage. Awaiting orders.
Don't want to reserve, so we're going to go ahead and engage the Urban Mech. Well, we hit him a couple of times. Good job. Good job. Well, the B team's actually been doing pretty good for us. The A team keeps bringing back half an Urban Mech. The B team keeps just annihilating their missions and moving on. Alright, he jumped in behind us. Everything's either jammed or broken.
Hey there.
If everything's broken, then he was never a threat to begin with. And he's lost his evasion, and now we can get the kill shot.
Affirmative.
Being a lamb, he doesn't have a lot of
That's gonna hurt.
Yes, Commander.
armor.
Have no doubt.
Most of his
it will
stuff
be
is
done.
in
You should
engine and
never-
lamb system and weaponry. Very little of his equipment is in armor.
Receiving you. Location confirmed.
We're going to take shots
Target
at the
acquired.
lamb. This might knock him down. Nope, didn't quite. He's going to get his turn anyway. I was hoping he wouldn't.
Receiving you.
But he jumped, so all we got to do is tap him,
On the
and
move.
he'll be off balance again.
Copy that.
Yep, he punched out.
Aye, aye.
We're going to get some parts out of that one. Okay, we just got a vehicle left to kill, and we're done. We're going home.
On the move.
What's the plan? Have no doubt it will be done.
I'm hit.
So there's our minefield, there's our fire, there's our shot in the head. We have now fulfilled all purposes, saying that I am the one playing this game.
Feel the love. How might I help? Locking on target.
Standing by.
We got both sides damaged, so it doesn't matter which side we hit him from now.
On it.
The archer, unfortunately, if we don't stop, and he panicked out and ejected.
Mission successful.
That's it. We got 2 ejections. Should be a lot of good gear. That's what we're really here for, is engines and things like that. I would really like a big 250 engine. Maybe a 300. 300 would go great on the archer. Instead, we get most of an urban mech lamb. A couple medium pulse lasers wouldn't be too much. I do want that compact heatsink kit. They're 220. Now I think we're going to take a compact heatsink kit and a pair of compact heatsinks. That's actually what the urban mech started with, and I believe we need one set of all the leg gear too, if we want to put the urban mech back the way it started. I'll sell the mine dispenser, the AC2. I don't like these Thunderbolt packs. They're not terrible, but they're just you don't get as many shots as you would. It only gets 4 shots. Don't really like the Beagle probes because I would rather have a ECM system. And they weigh about the same amount. It's under a 250 engine, so it gets sold. Standard cooling. We got some talents. That'll be nice for when we make an attacker. And we're going to keep the rest. Kind of the problem we were having with the urban mech for heat is it lost one of the compact heat sinks, and I had to refit the whole thing because without that compact heat sink, with its little itty bitty engine, I didn't have enough heat sinks to mount all the heat sinks that it needed to be a viable mech. So those 2 compact heatsink pickups will help us out. And if we need a little extra money, we can just sell the compact heatsink kit we picked. Okay, well that was the B team's mission. Let's go ahead and jump in for the A team's mission. I think we're going to do tag team. I actually enjoy that mission quite a bit. It's in the Badlands, which is not usually a fun place to fight, but there's no real problems with it. We're going to drop the B team out. Let's bring in the A team. I always treat the game like the primary pilot, the one that you build, is the commander of the unit under your lead. So he basically always picks. Basically, he came here with the Chronos, so he's going to use the Chronos. He upgrades it. It's basically his family mech. So that's why I always try to keep him on one mech in particular. I always just kind of role play it out like he's the Lance leader and he gets his choice because, well, he is the #1 pilot. Well, we're just about ready to drop on our next one. It is a 2-skull mission. We've been able to do them in the past, but our urban mech always comes back crippled. This time we're not bringing the urban mech. And the assassin has a left arm for a shield. It has absolutely nothing in it. But unfortunately, every other weapon in the assassin we cannot replace. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful with it. Seems to be doing fine, though. It did pretty good in that last mission. We'll see. Wow, we're only a few minutes in, and we've already got one mission in the books and hitting on the second. That's actually, we're making some pretty good time today. And that one, they'll never expect this, means I want to try something stupid. That is true, because I use that quite often. And every time I use that phrase, I'm actually gonna try something stupid. So, hey, that is a very true phrase. Just about ready to load up and drop. Come on, take me to the load screen. Don't give me any problems. Okay, shouldn't be too long. Yeah, the active probes boost your sensor check, but you do that through sensors, and your Guardian ECM system allows you to block enemy sensors. The problem is a sensor system, most of them weigh exactly what the stock sensor system does, so you can switch them out without using any weight. If you throw a Beagle active probe on, then you do lose whatever weight the Beagle active probe is going to take. There are a few sensor systems that do sensor stuff and ECM stuff, and they usually weigh an extra ton. But one of my favorite pieces of equipment to bring, if you can find it early, is a warfare suite. And a warfare suite will change basically everything about the mech that you're fielding. It gives a huge boost to your defense and your sensor checks and everything else on top of. It's basically a Beagle active probe and an ECM system all built into one.
Command interface initiated.
All right, here we go. This one's going to have a bunch of special stuff going on. This is the friendly Lance that we're going to be working with. We also have to keep them alive. Let's see what they brought. There's the enemy target. They're pretty much right on top of it. They brought a Vulcan. Ooh, they got a Crusader in the field? That ain't too bad. Looks like a Bushwhacker. Nope, Sentinel. And a Quick Draw. Quick Draw and a Crusader in the field aren't too bad. Let's see what we got. We've got missile-based stock Crusader. We've got 4 medium lasers, LRM-10, SRM-4. That's basically a stock quick draw. Not a lot of armor on that quick draw. Probably not a lot of armor on the Crusader. Standard Sentinel. Nothing special. I've seen them running racks and stuff. So. And just a standard Vulcan. Kind of disappointing.
Right here.
Would have liked to have seen some special
On
stuff.
the move. Full
Especially
speed.
considering the fact we got to get to this fight. And they got to hold out until the fight, until I get there. We got 2 helicopters on the
Commander.
table that we can see.
Roger.
We're not going to hit, but I'm going to fire anyway, because sometimes you do. Looks like the Allies are using the same decision making as I am. Doesn't matter if you're going to hit or not, just throw the ammo at them and hope.
Roger.
Still early in the fight, so we should be fine. Luckily, it's just a couple of helicopters. We don't know what they are
Yes,
yet,
Commander.
because the friendly sensors kind of suck too.
Confirmed.
I only got so many shots with this, so I'm actually not going to take that shot. Because that is going to be the archer's primary weapon. Now there should be, once this group is done and engaged, there should be another group dropping in. Sentinel just got hit.
Something I can do.
We're going to keep pushing up. Up, there's the target. And here we are with another group of enemies coming in. We knew they were coming, though. We knew they were coming. Okay, that's why these guys are so hard to hit. They got a pair of either Ravens or Raptors in there. Let's take a pair of Raptors in the field.
Engaging.
So we're going to have to close with our Kronos and turn on our ECCM. And there's my normal everything on fire. I'm just waiting for somebody shot in the head. I got to close on these Raptors or they're going to kill us. Oh, there's another group already in the field. There's an enemy assassin over here. From Tortuga. The pirate force. And there's a bombard in the field. Ugh. I thought it was a pair of Raptors. I could deal with a pair of Raptors.
Yes, Commander.
We are going to take an 8% shot because any damage we can get out on these helos is going to help us immensely.
On it. Got it.
I don't know if we can handle the bombard. We got to get close to him because he's going to... They generally run either some racks or a pair of Gazas. And I think he's what just hit the Kronos and ripped a big chunk of armor off. Yeah, that was 2 Gazas hit. And then we got to worry about these Tortugan forces coming in from the left side. And everything's running ECM.
Ready for orders.
I'm going to throw a shot at that one. Not going to hit, but we could hope. We could hope. And everything is ECM shielded. Wow. This is looking like an ugly fight. Now, I want the allies to tank, because if we lose an ally, we may fail the mission, but we don't take any losses ourselves. And that's kind of important. I would rather
Ready for
fail a mission than take equipment losses for myself.
Okay, I'm on it.
Next turn, we'll be able to turn the ECCM on and counterbalance some of the horribleness that's happening up here.
Locking in.
Until
all
then, we're
weapons.
just going to throw whatever we can at the enemy and see if we can do a little bit of damage. If we can put one of those helicopters down, we'll be super happy.
Reporting. Yes, Commander.
I unfortunately only really use jump jets on my machines that are built for melee combat, and we don't have one yet. So the only way we'd get some jump jets to get in there sooner is if I brought the urban mech, and well, this is not a fight for the urban mech anymore. We replaced him with the assassin so that he wouldn't have to come fight these big nasty things anymore. Still trying to get my mic placed so that I can talk into it without worrying about whether or not it's picking me up. One of the VTOLs is moving. Got a bit of damage out on both of them. Hopefully they retreat towards the friendlies. Nope, they're still engaging me. And we got to worry about that bombard that's still got to turn
Standing
too.
by. On the move.
As of current, the assassin over there is a non-factor until he actually engages. Yep, double gauze strike.
Under heavy fire.
We seen that coming. We seen that coming. We knew what was going to happen. If we do lose that X-Pulse arm, then I'm going to put a medium laser on it and a machine gun. Because I still have a ballistic mount that I can fill with something. I think a machine gun would be nice.
Commander.
Okay, we're going to go to ECCM. That will counteract the Bombard's ECM system. Not going to do us much good until we get right on top of them, but we're going to try to take the yellow jacket first, I think. We're still going to have to get a little closer before the counteract actually starts. We got hit with a bunch of Inferno weapons from that assassin. He's running plasma and probably 2 SRM-4 Inferno launchers, maybe SRM-2. Yeah, the Allies aren't going to get much done. I expect that.
Orders.
Oh, he's running 2 plasma?
Acknowledged.
Alright, let's deal with... Let's shoot all our missiles into the rock. %40 chance to hit, and we got nothing.
Moving out.
Okay, we're going to just throw some ammo up there. He's almost dead and he's panicking. So we're going to try to either panic him out or land that final hit. Allies are overheating. I am pretty
Yes,
sure.
Commander.
I'm pretty sure everything's going to go bad here.
Acknowledged.
We got the yellow jacket out of the sky. That's actually going to help us
Reporting.
quite a bit.
One less vehicle.
I'm actually working my way up to the bombard because I want that off the field as fast as possible. That thing is terrifying with its 2 gauze rifles. But we also got to deal with the AC-5s on the Warrior. I think they're AC-5s anyway. And we got 2 Ravens up here too. Oh, they're both Tortuga? So the government forces is just the 2 helicopters and the bombard? Okay. The Crusader shut down. Great. They did change the frequency of ammo explosions on overheated mechs, which is really nice because you would pretty much always explode. It was just a guarantee that if you overheated, you were going to explode. Okay, we're going to push up here. I don't want to turn my back to that, but I really got to get something else off the field. Well, if our shots are equal, we've actually got a little bit better shot on the bombard, so I'm going to take that. We hit him a little bit. That'll make him nervous. Probably not.
Systems holding.
The Raven shifted up, hit us with some SRMs. Come on, allies, get in this fight. The assassin is on fire.
Watch those heat levels.
And getting ready to die. Great. I'm going to back him off. We're going to drop the X-Pulse and an SRM. Well, maybe we're going to drop 2 SRMs. And no, we're just not going to shoot this round. Okay. Okay, if that's what you want, that's what we'll do. Friendlies are still firing on that helicopter. I am too close for him to hit me with the bombard. And if my ECCM is good enough, we are counterbalancing their ECM, but it isn't.
No luck.
I figured it wouldn't be that good. They've got just way too much ECM in this field. I can take 1 loss depending on what it is. 2 losses is going to bankrupt. And that'll put an end to this team. This is a really nasty fight. I did not expect this much ECM in the field. That's 3 Raptors. Oh, 2 Raptors and a Raven. A bombard. The Warrior helicopter. And an assassin.
Orders.
That's terrifying.
Target confirmed.
Battletech power-up detected.
Well, good. At least he's powered up, which means they can explode next turn. Oh, the fire's gone. That's why he's powered up. Okay. Yeah, I expected that.
I'm generating a lot of heat, Commander.
No, you're getting hit with a lot of weapons that cause heat. Luckily, he's walking into the heat, too. I really don't think we can deal with this. And you can't really withdraw in roguetech, because if you withdraw, you got to start a retreat. I think we might, though. I think we might start that retreat. This one's just a little too much for us. Okay, so I got to head back to that landing zone. I've got 4 turns to get there. And I think we're going to plug ourselves into this corner. We can't shoot or nothing. We're overheated and we're unstable. So unfortunately this turn is going to be us getting shot. I don't think the assassin's ever going to make it. Or not the assassin, the archer.
Roger that.
We get 1 more target off the table, we might be a little bit safer over here. Looks like they're starting to engage the friendly forces, though. So we might be able to get lucky. They've almost killed the quick draw. And if they kill the quick draw, then the mission's failed anyway. It's going to be the helicopter moving. Yep.
I'm here. Confirmed.
The assassin's in the target zone.
Firing.
I would like to get some gear out of this, but I don't think we're going to make it.
How might I help?
Going to have to run up.
Full speed ahead.
Unfortunately, we just were not equipped to deal with all that ECM. It happens sometimes. Okay, the helicopter's down.
Waiting for orders.
Warbird's up. He's going to fall back and engage the assassin. Yeah, we can't hit anything.
Okay, I'm on it.
Well, we're getting some assassin parts at least. I'm still going to evac. There's just too much. There's too much ECM in the field. They're all bunched up. There is no way that we are going to be able to get through all that.
Confirmed.
And the Allies being all stock 3025 mechs, they're never going to be able to do anything. I'd like to get out before the Allies lose any gear too. Well, I mean, I would bet they would be losing gear anyway,
Good to go.
because I was actually supposed to be here to help them out. Instead, I ran away. Yeah, you ain't hitting that dude. Front swing on a Raven
You have orders?
or a Raptor? Yeah, that ain't happening.
As you wish.
I'm just going to throw some ammo out. We'll see if we get anything. We got a little bit of damage out.
All right, everybody, let's get this done.
There's just certain situations where you gotta cut your losses and run. This is one of them. Oh, and they have C3 computers? This was a terrible idea. Wow. One of the Ravens have a Gauss rifle?
You got it.
Jeez.
Waiting for orders.
Well, everything here stacked completely against
Copy
me.
that.
Like usual, the Kronos did the only little bit of work that would be called winning a battle. Dropping the assassin in one shot with a snub-nosed PPC to the back. I don't even know where the bombard went.
Enemy 6.
Just about out. We're literally just holding on the archer getting to the evac point. And there's the shot in the head.
Taking a protective stance.
We only took a little bit of damage, not too much. We failed the mission, but we failed in good faith because we killed 3 targets, so.
What's up, boss? Reporting.
But I would have liked to have completed. Okay, we're out.
Commander is ordering us to...
I am ordering the withdrawal. That was just, everything went bad from beginning to end. Just had to cut our losses and run. Too many ravens. If I had some artillery pieces, those ravens would have been in trouble. I don't. Well, I do, but I don't have anywhere to put them. Still made a little bit of money. And we'll probably get some parts, yeah. Let's see, I'm going to take that just in case. Wow, that is not a good weapon. I don't know how it did so much to me. Oh, because he had a plasma rifle for backup. Okay. Makes sense now. Got a lot of XL engines. Think I'm gonna take the Angel EC. Okay, I don't want that because it's kind of garbage. I'm gonna keep the cockpit interface because it gives entrenched and it gives the ability to move after shooting if you're willing to turn it on. But it has a failure chance and you might die. We're going to sell the standard stuff and we'll take the little bit that we got. We still made some acceptable money off this mission, so chalk it up as a win. All we're really here to do is make money anyway. I think there was one more fight we wanted to take, and if there is, then we'll go ahead and get the assassin repairing. It took a pretty nasty hit in the back from their assassin, and we will get our pilots in rotation. But we'll have to check first. Sometimes things just don't go your way. This was one of those times. Okay, let's start the
Glad to see you down here in the hole.
repair on the assassin then. We don't. It didn't take any actual damage. Good. Let's see if there was one more mission we wanted to take. I think there was this 2-skull battle in the jungle, and I think we have a 1 skull in the urban. So we got another fight for both teams. So we're just going to go ahead and wait all the pilots back up to running again. We got to wait for Chinook too, because we're going to double mission, and then we're going to jump planet.
Kick off your shoes. Make yourself comfortable.
We're going to take this 1 skull with the B team. The B team is so close to being as good as the A team that you almost can't tell them apart anymore. I actually like the way the assassin is working. Just we got a really nasty mission last rotation. Hopefully we don't this time. Ooh, there's a bunch of stuff going on. Oh, there's my little... Good, I turned it so that you don't see my little steam pop-ups in the corner of the window. Okay, we're just landing the mission really quick. It's going to be a couple, probably another minute or so. See, we'll see how this one goes. This one should go better. It's only a 1 stall, but it is an urban, and all kinds of crazy stuff happens in the urban missions. But sometimes that gives the archer something to do other than lob long-range missiles at things. It's still way too slow to see combat yet. I need at least a 280 engine, if not a 300. Right now, the biggest thing we got to put in it other than what it's got is a 220, and it doesn't even bring up the speed, so there's no real point in changing it out. It'd just be wasting money. So what I want is a 300 and an XL engine. I already got the XL engine, it's just waiting. I need a 300 engine. I'm going to throw the 300 engine in the Archer with the XL engine, which will counterbalance the weight of the 300. Probably put in some armor and structure mods like Indosteel and Ferrofibrous, and then we will more than likely re-gear it to be more of a slugger. Because Archers, if equipped right, in close range, can tear up battlefields. I mean, if you were watching, you got to remember that first turret that the Archer ran into that was immediately in front of it. That turrets in roguetech are not nice things. They are kind of nasty. But that Archer just pointed down all its guns, hit with everything it had, and just deleted it. Oop, time to go. We're ready to drop. I'm having my usual urban problems. Urban environments are packed full of stuff and everything, and if I'm doing a bunch of things in the background, they load a little slow and have some problems. And well, as said before, I'm streaming and everything on the same machine, so there's bound to be some odd lag here and there in the urban environment. Looks like everything went okay. Let's go ahead and start moving up. And we will give it a few seconds and wait and see what the rifle teams do. Or if we get ambushed. Or if we explode. We've spotted enemies and there were no special ambushes. Okay. Well, let's go kill this cicada.
On my way.
Well, most of his weapons are dealt with.
Reporting critical hit.
That wasn't too bad. The assassin will go up and probably finish the job.
On my way. Firing a full salvo.
Almost got it. We missed with the laser. If we had hit with the laser, it would have ended. We got a Wolfman, which is a 55-ton rifleman chassis. It's actually... They make it out to be pretty good. It's actually a very primitive mech. We got a Blackjack O, and we've got a Vulcan. I believe the Blackjack O is an Omni mech.
Double time. Let's go.
Well, we're going to take some shots at the Vulcan because that's our best hit chance. Running the LRM-10 should have given us 2 missile hits, and it did. Hopefully there's not a reinforcement lands, because if there isn't, this is going to be actually a relatively
You have orders?
clear-cut, quick mission.
As you wish. Of course.
Yeah, nobody needed that building. I do throw around a lot of equipment, and with a lot of equipment being thrown around, there is a high tendency to level city blocks
Move
pretty
order
easily.
received. Targeting for an alpha strike.
There's the...
Hostile removed.
I think we got his engine. I would have liked that 320.
What's up, boss? On my way.
Let's see. The Blackjack is the best target right now.
Awaiting orders.
And more than likely what the Archer's going to do is cut out across that stream and engage in close combat. Ooh, the Rifleman firing its AC-5.
Yes, Commander.
Or the Wolfman. Well, the Blackjack's already missing one of its weapons, so I think we're going to go after the Wolfman. It's still got its 2 biggest weapons equipped, so we're going to see what we can do. Ouch. And the Blackjack's also running AC-5.
Ready for orders. Moving out.
Wow, they're... The Vulcan I'm not really too worried about. Once we close with it, the AC-2 becomes useless. I'm going to take a shot at the Wolfman. We're going to see if we can take
That
off
one's gonna leave a mark. What's
either
the
one
plan?
of the... some of the weapons. We just want some of the weapons off the field. Trebuchet's coming in. That should be enough to
Unloading a full salvo.
make him have a bad day.
Scored a critical hit.
And he is immediately in fire position of the Archer, which is going to make him wish he never started
Awaiting
moving.
orders.
His weapon just misfired.
Affirmative.
And he exploded.
Tango down.
We got his ammo. We got his AC-5 ammo. That is why I don't like Case, and I never put ammo in the torso.
Location confirmed. Firing.
Gonna do some damage to the Blackjack, just a little bit. We're intermingled with the enemy, kind of dangerous. We're gonna be doing a lot of shooting each other. Well, if the Vulcan wants to come and fight, my primary target right now is the Blackjack. He is, as far as I'm concerned, the most dangerous target on the board.
Move into position. Firing a full salvo.
And he's also pretty easy to hit.
Solid connection on that one.
Standing by. Position confirmed.
We're
Taking
gonna
the
keep
shot.
throwing rounds at the blackjack.
Scored a critical hit. Aye, aye.
Here shortly, we might try taking down the building.
Copy that. Giving him everything I've got.
Assassin takes off his
That.
medium rifle's not.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, so this is not the Omni-Mech blackjack. This is the primitive blackjack.
Target acquired and locked.
And the trebuchet should land the kill. It did not. We got an engine hit on him, but we did not land the kill. That's fine. Heat is really not an issue for any of the mechs I have in the field. Unless you've got an assassin shooting at it with plasma weapons that add 60 heat for no reason.
Just stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
Agreed.
Waiting for orders. Copy that.
And he panicked out. I really don't want any of that gear though. Trib's gonna move around behind. I don't really want to do this, but I need the kill, so we're gonna take it. We got an engine crit on him. My assassin should go before him, which is gonna put him in the same spot and should land the kill. And that'll be that.
Target neutral.
Well, we're 2 for 3. We're 2 for 3. You can't win them all. We're bound to lose some missions somewhere. We failed our first one. It's all good. Okay, let's see what we got. We only brought back 2 pieces of the blackjack. We're not really here for that anyway. We're really here for an engine. There's only one engine. I knew I blew up that 320. There is pretty much nothing that I want out of any of this. The Imperiators will actually destroy themselves if you use them. It's mitigated by gunnery, but it's still pretty bad. I'm just going to take some stock gear and we're going to sell pretty much everything in the list. Yep. Well, that didn't go too bad. Today the B team is holding their own, and the A team is a giant failure. So oops, sorry about that. I don't think you've seen that at all. That was a giant error. I don't know for sure, but I don't think you've seen that at all. Okay. We don't have any mods or anything to do, so let's go ahead and drop into the next one. Our A team's ready, and we got another 2 skull mission. Let's take the skull and a half in the urban the assassinate. That'll be a little safer. That last 2 skull was kind of nasty anyway. I'm going to put my better pilots on the mechs that are going to be in active combat. And I'm going to put my worst pilot on the archer. Most of my pilots are 5 tactical anyway, so it's not going to matter too much with the archers in direct fire. And having the 6 gunners up on the front line is going to help a whole lot. So we're going to see what happens with a rotation and gear that people are using. I hope you guys are getting the sound that I am. Problem is I can't really tell because I can tell when I'm talking. I hope you guys are getting the sound that I am, but I can't tell what the sound's doing because I don't actually, I can't hear it over the primary sound that I'm getting. So, again, all of these videos go up on YouTube after the show is done. If you've missed any of the videos before this, this has basically been the career of this group, and starting from day 1 of the stream, I've been running this same group, and they've actually been doing pretty good. That poor urban mech keeps blowing up, and so did the commando, but other than that, we've been doing okay. We haven't lost any of our primary gear, so this one's going to take a little bit to load because it is another urban map. But we just got our asses handed to us on a 2 skull, and I thought it would be a little better to run a skull and a half instead. Just take a little step down. All right, here's the drop. Takes a second to load because I got all the dots up on the urban environment. Everything that can be. I run this game at absolute maximum. So that everything that is available to put on it is in it. We're going straight up through the middle, huh? How do we get up there? Looks like there. Okay. Looks like this is either one of the worn down terrains or it's the or it's coming up on dusk. Looks like we got a digital error with the trebuchet. That happens quite often in the urban environment. Everybody else loaded in fine, so he can just suffer with not being as good as everybody else.
Yes, Commander.
The Kronos, unfortunately, is super fast.
Heading out.
And so is the Assassins, so they're going to be on the front line in no time. And there's our rifle team. They look like turrets because, again, that's the easiest thing to have available. They have to have something to actually show the rifle team, or they can't have them. And the turret is just the best way to do that. We're going to go ahead and turn you around, and we're going to kill him.
Giving them everything I've got.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I killed it, but I'm pretty sure you also have to take down the building or it isn't dead.
Of course. Locking on target. Target destroyed.
Waiting for orders. Taking the shot. Fresh real estate available.
We just got a couple more. The
Receiving you.
vehicles are closing with us now. We're going to back the
Roger.
archer up a little bit
Attacking from position.
and just make this building go away. We hit it way harder than 100. We still, unfortunately, I believe, have 2 rifle
I've been
teams
sensor locked.
holding. We're going to take a bunch of damage before this fight even starts.
Right here.
One thing that you do get out of the rifle teams that's kind of interesting
Consider it done.
is you get a lot
I'm
of
gonna make some trash.
odd
Brought it down.
handheld weapons and stuff that you can put on your mech.
How might I
That
help?
can at times change the way you
I
fight.
understand. Firing.
That should
I
be the rifle
believe
teams.
That.
Ready for orders.
Let's see what we got. We are looking at a harasser missile platform and a wheeled APC. That's all we see right now. I think we're going to go ahead and engage the
On my way.
harasser.
Let's see how you like this.
Got him.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
3 targets left.
Standing by. Aye, aye.
We're going to take fire on the APC. Okay. The last target, the last 2 finally. A Scorpion with MRMs. That's not a good thing. And the Skulker with an SRM4. I think the C3 computer that I have equipped
Ready for order.
on one of my mechs is what's giving me actual proper readouts. Most of the time you don't get them unless your sensors are good enough. And apparently my sensors are just good enough.
Attacking from position. Reporting.
Sorry. Had to sneeze.
Moving out.
Allergies are a pain.
Commander.
And I live in a forest, so I
Position
deal with them
confirmed.
regularly. Okay, we should kill him, yep.
One for the scrap heap.
There was the assassin doing its job. There's the target.
I'm showing minor damage.
I was just looking at it. Where'd it go? I lost it from
You
sensors.
have orders? Have no doubt.
Hopefully
it
the
be
trib will
done.
make this kill. Well, he definitely did a bunch of damage to the Kronos.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
Kronos is going to take a step back, and we're going to finish off this vehicle.
Vehicle trashed.
There he is. Ooh, that was some large lasers
Minimal
and
damage
some
on that hit.
mediums. Ah, he's a wolfhound.
What's up, boss?
He's not big at 35 tons, but he is definitely one of the scarier 35-ton mechs out there.
Roger that.
Just think of a wolfhound as
Moving to
firepower of a Jenner
position. Firing.
with the armor of a panther.
Scored a critical hit.
Was hoping we were going to get the kill there. I think the assassin's going to kill him while everybody else starts to head up towards the wolfhound.
Ready for orders.
We've already got a
Move on.
targeting solution on the wolfhound, but it isn't good.
Target
We're going to
acquired.
take it anyway.
Standing by.
The 60 damage would have helped out no matter what. So,
Acknowledged. I copy.
That's it.
and there's a kill from
Now
that.
it's showtime.
Vehicle down.
The assassin's really holding its weight. It replaced a commando recently because it had basically the same armament ideas as the commando,
Confirmed.
and it seems to be working out really well.
Hell.
We're just throwing some ammo at
Ready
it.
for orders.
Wolfhounds can be kind of nasty if they're
Confirmed.
ECM'd up.
Firing.
If they're 30, 50 plus variants of the Wolfhound, they're going to be hard to hit. And this one's a 1X. I think he's got an ECM suite on him. We'll switch over to ECCM just in case. Going to drop them off our sensors for a
Location
moment,
confirmed.
but, well,
Taking the shot.
Primary target damage, Commander.
put a little bit of damage on him. He's got an AMS system for sure.
Receiving you.
I don't recognize most of the Wolfhound variants.
Aye, aye.
I never use them in tabletop. I don't know why. They're actually really good mechs.
Awaiting orders.
And the first time I ever actually
Consider it
seen
done.
one was in the Battletech cartoon back in the early
Orders.
mid-90s. So
Location
I've never
confirmed.
really followed them or
On it.
watched their
Commander.
profiles, so I don't really know all the designations of them and stuff. I'm going to try to
Moving
tank
out.
with Kronos.
Engaging.
He's panicking. That would really be a really good bring-in.
Reporting.
If we brought this guy home, I would happily remove the urban mech from my roster.
Receiving you.
We got pilot injury on him.
On the move. Roger.
We got him in this little corner, and
Ready
we're
for
just going to
orders.
keep pounding him. He's either going to eject or explode.
Got it.
Bunch of hits from
Nothing I
the
can do.
archer.
No problem.
Turn our machine gun back on. Bump it up to 6. We don't take any heat no matter what, so
How might I help? Be there in a jiff.
we're just going to bully this poor guy until he ejects or he explodes.
Solid connection.
He's running an
That's
XL engine. We know that for a fact now. Which means the archer just killed him.
Mech
Took a torso
destroyed.
off and ended him.
Mission successful.
Took out his engine. Okay. I don't know how long we got. If we got just a little bit of weight, all our pilots are down anyway. So if we got just a little weight, we will wait around and see what the next set of missions brings us. I think this planet was a skull and a half difficulty. If it doesn't bring us anything good, or if our wait is too long, we're going to jump planet. Head on to the next one. Made quite a bit off that. We're sitting at almost 2 million. We got the entire Wolfhound. Yep. Adding that to my roster. I'm going to dump the mag shot. I'm going to dump the machine gun array. They're not terrible weapons. They're just really heavy for what they do. Keep all the ammo. This tracker ammo is super nice. I did need an SRM double bin, so that worked out really good. I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff that I needed, but as of now, we're doing okay. Hopefully we get enough of that Wolfhound to have an engine intact. I doubt we will, but if we do, that'll make life really easy, because then we can finish up the upgrades and put it right back in the field. Got that nice compact heatsink kit to put in it. Maybe a double heatsink kit. All right. I'm going to be going for about another 50 minutes here. But we'll see what happens. After that, we'll go raid somebody who's okay, we got 2 days. We can wait 2 days. None of our mechs took any damage. We'll wait 2 days. We'll see what's going on.
Whenever you are.
We'll see what's going on in the command center. Then we'll start putting that wolfhound together. And finally tear down that, Okay, we got a battle for the B team. Ooh. We have a capture base and a battle for the A team. Let's hit the barracks really quick. Oh, we can't. Everybody's still down. Well, let's hit the mech bay really quick then. We've got a wolfhound to build.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
We got a primitive mech to sell. Let's see. I don't want another one of these. I'm probably about to scrap the one I have. I am going to hold on to all those parts, though. In here, we don't want a Vulcan. I do want the Arctic Wolf to stay up and ready. We got a bunch of parts of Bushwhacker, and if we can get one more part of one of these three, we'll have a Bushwhacker to add to our list. And we got some assault mechs because I like to pop around and buy the assault mech parts if they're cheap. We got nothing out of the wolf. Nothing at all. What engine was it running? It was running a 240 XL. We can't do that. I don't know for sure. I think we'll start the rebuild on it.
Logged and noted.
I don't know for sure if we're going to keep it. We got to wait for our pilots to be back up. Always do something for your pilots. They get morale. You get morale overall, and sometimes you get a boost on your pilot.
Kick off your shoes. Make yourself comfortable.
Okay, let's do this raiding party. It's a battle in the Badlands. Steiner versus planetary government. We're going to send the B team on this one. I think he's the best. Before we do this, I got to go to the barracks. We got to check our people.
Commander?
Let's see. Let's make him... Do I have a puncher yet? I got 2 punchers. Okay. I'm going to build another sensor specialist.
Mech warrior training complete.
You don't really need a
Good
lot
to
of
go.
punchers because I generally don't run more than
Training confirmed.
1 punch bot.
Waiting for orders.
Training complete.
And it's just
Awaiting
for an A
orders.
team, B team thing. Later, you're going to want more for Lance 1, Lance 2, or if worse comes to worse, you're going to want somebody ready to replace the pilot that just died.
Training complete.
Reporting.
Commander.
Mech warrior.
Now, the reason I'm buying tactics
Yes, Commander.
before I buy guts
Waiting for orders.
is for the called shot bonus. It gives you a bonus towards any of your called shots. It does the same thing as the base game, except it matters a lot more in this when you can't make the called shots that you want to just on a whim. You actually have to think a little bit about what's about the shots you're making. He's the best. All of them are good at tactics, and he is the best pilot we got. Okay. And there's B team going out. We're actually dropping 215 tons. We're actually dropping a full skull. Kind of amazed. The skull rating in roguetech kind of changes things a little bit. It's not based on how heavy your lance is, like in the base game. It's actually based on the tech level of the gear that you're putting in the field. So like I'm running a snub-nosed PPC, a bunch of medium X-pulse lasers, double heat sinks, XL engines, stuff like that. And that brings up the tech level of my equipment quite a bit. And that puts basically, if I left all these mechs standard, they would probably be a half skull lance. But because I've added all the X-Pulse stuff and everything else, and the snub-nosed PPC and the double heat sinks and everything else to keep us up in the heat neutral range and the ability for prolonged engagements, the same lance has actually moved up to a 1 skull rating. If I keep getting, like if I outfit the entire lance with all clan gear, it'll probably jump up another half skull to another full skull. Because it's all based on the tech that you have equipped on your gear, on your mechs, not the actual weight of the mechs and the ability of your pilots. If it took a pilot ability into it, the A team would probably be about a skull and a half, and the B team is about a 1 skull. And once I get somebody up to 8 tactics, that will change immensely. Because then with the sensor locks, when it targets, you don't need to go ECC them anymore. You just sensor lock them and then you engage it. And the sensor lock helps far more. All right. Let's make this drop. Hopefully this will be a quick one.
Command interface initiated.
Hopefully this won't be a retreat.
Lovely. So serene. Move into position.
I got a few mechs that are running night vision.
On my way. Affirmative.
Not too many though. That's what the green
I
is.
copy.
Let's see what we got. We've got way over here, we have a rocket technical. That's not a big deal. Unless it gets close enough to dump ammo on us, then they can get kind of scary.
On my way.
All I have is the rocket technical.
Heading out.
There's a support lance.
Aye, aye.
That isn't good.
Yeah, Commander.
That means we're dealing with at
Position
least
confirmed.
2 lances and we have 0
What's
backup.
the plan?
Well, the Jagger we're not going to hit. That's part of the new lance that showed up.
Confirmed.
We might get a few hits on the rocket techie. Getting him off the table before he dumps all those rockets into it is going to do a lot of good. Oh, somebody's firing off-map artillery strikes. Somebody's firing on-map artillery
System
strikes.
holding.
Okay, let's see what we got. We've got an AA tank. That's going to be a tank that's just covered in autocannons. Yep. We've got an urban mech probably running. Yep, Humper artillery. That's the artillery mech that we got hit by. Him, and I still cannot see the
Awaiting
mech
orders.
that is calling in the fire support. Now I'm going to push the urban mech relatively hard. And with that,
Roger that.
I'm going to pick the best target, but I want to get that rocket
How's it
techie
going?
off the table too. Now, luckily, the tag barrage did not
Copy
hit me.
that.
He's the one firing the tag barrage. Okay. Tag barrage didn't hit me, so we just got to move away from the circle.
Acknowledge.
Receiving you. Heading out.
Trebuchet should be on the front line shortly.
Awaiting orders.
Well, this isn't going to be
As
too
you
much
wish.
fun. Hey, I'm probably going to engage the AA tank. He's the best
As
hit
you
champ,
wish.
and he's already taken a bunch of damage on the one side. I am going to mute
Damage
game
minimal.
sound in just a moment
Reporting heavy
because
damage.
those barrages are loud. Must be a helicopter out here or something that can jump. Or something that's super fast. Jagger. It's pretty super fast. Okay, I'm going to mute the sound really quick. This is for everybody listening so that I don't blow your ears out when that barrage comes in. Yep, I'm deaf now. Okay, I think I got it towards the end. I don't know for sure. I hope so. If not, I'm really sorry that you had to listen to half of that.
Confirmed.
Well, that's pretty terrible.
Giving them everything I've got.
We'll just throw some ammo at the
Waiting
Jagger
for
then.
orders.
We're actually going to push. Both Irvin mechs have ECM systems. There's another Cloudbuster. Okay, I'm going to lob
Firing on
a
target.
PPC at this Irvin mech. We're going to see if we can get his attention.
How might I help? Firing.
Commander? Roger.
We're just trying to get his attention on
Failed to
something that
connect.
can take the hits. We don't want it lobbing rounds at the assassin. Because it'll kill the assassin if it keeps hitting with those artillery rounds. I mean, the assassin's already taken a big chunk of damage. And it's been hit with 2 artillery rounds, and that's why. So we're going to try to keep the artillery hits down. They're throwing heat at us.
Light damage. Holding firm.
I think
They've
that's
got a
the
lock
rocket
on me.
technique. We got a sensor lock and then AC5 engagement. Okay, we can deal with that. And there's that artillery again. He just keeps hitting those shots. That's either rockets or an MMM
Light
or an
damage.
MRM from the urban mech over there. I think he's a rocket one.
Commander?
Okay, unfortunately we can't move too far. But I'm gonna kill one of these
On the move.
light vehicles. Jagger's got quite a bit of armor. He's damaged on the other side, so he's not a good target. I think we're going to kill the rocket techie before he dumps the rest of his rockets.
One more for the trash heap.
Orders?
Unfortunately, by this time in the main game, I'd be able to multi-target. But in
Okay,
roguetech, you
confirmed.
have to get equipment to do that. I think the Trib is going to engage probably that J. Edgar. Yep, best
Engage.
target.
Commander?
Didn't do much damage, but was better than nothing. We're gonna head out here. If we get the straight shot, we could actually possibly hit the side that we need.
Roger that.
We didn't, but we panicked him out, and he died. He's got a lot of rockets.
Damage is minor, Commander. You have orders?
He's also got that barrage system that's almost back up. Throw some missiles at the J. Edgar. He's panicked. We might be able to get rid of him this rotation. I think the Kronos is going to finish him off and then head out. Probably looking for this urban mech kill because I'm sick of getting hit by his MRMs or whatever. He might be the one with an MR30. No, he was rockets. But his barrage is back up, so if he hits me with the barrage, then we're going to get hit with one of those barrage strikes. I hope he doesn't hit me. I don't mind the sound as long as it isn't doing damage. They've actually buffed them in the last little bit. Okay, let's shift up a little bit and finish off this J. Edgar. Or not. Yeah, J. Edgar's pretty much the best shot.
Here comes the show.
Yes, Commander.
That was pretty terrible. It's way down over there, so we're going to keep pushing our way around.
Move order confirmed.
And engaging these light
Copy that.
vehicles.
What's the plan?
Archer might actually make it on the front line sometime.
Target confirmed.
Good to go.
Okay, and the Trib will go ahead and
On the move.
kill the J. Edgar.
Confirmed.
Yep, he's done. The crew left the vehicle. He missed with the barrage. Good. And here comes some more artillery shortly. Oh, he didn't.
Standing by.
He just fired a small laser instead of the artillery. Okay.
Moving to position. Confirmed.
We got the urban mech with a missile. It was completely a stray shot, but that doesn't matter to me. I got the hit. We're firing the urban mech.
What's up, boss?
We're going to get out of this barrage
Moving
zone.
out.
Okay, well, unfortunately, we're going to have to turn off a weapon.
Got the angle.
Next turn will be in water, so we should be okay. Okay. I'm going to mute the sound in a minute
Reporting minimal damage.
so that you don't have to listen to the entirety of that barrage going off.
Target acquired and locked in.
Okay, and I'm going to mute it right now. Sorry about that. These barrages are just super loud, and I've got my stuff turned down to almost 0. And they're still deafening. And I've got your stuff turned down probably lower than mine. And they're still going to be deafening. So,
Ready for orders.
okay, we're going to pop out into the water, and we're going to finish off this urban mech, maybe.
All weapons to go.
We didn't kill him, but we got his primary weapon off.
Take
No
that.
more thumper artillery rounds in our face.
How
Good
might
for
I
us.
help? Have no doubt it will be done.
Okay, we don't have to worry about another barrage for a couple of turns. They are on a 4-turn cooldown, so we should be fine for a little while. We're going to stand out in the water. We won't be able to fire all our weapons, but we'll be able to fire enough of them. He panicked out and ejected. The assassin's in a terrible
Copy that.
position. I can't get anywhere with
Targeting
him,
for an alpha strike.
so we're going to have to go around with the others. He might get back in the fight about the time that the archer reaches the front lines. Okay, the Kronos is going to finish off or
Ready for
engage that vehicle. I think they're both apparently going to
Coordinates
engage that
received.
vehicle then. We're in the water,
On it.
so we don't have to worry about turning off weapons anymore.
Scored a critical hit.
Need something?
We
Chief?
got its active probe, so now he's going to have a harder time hitting.
On my way. Now let's see how you handle this.
And down he goes. Anytime you see a crew
Reporting enemy
compartment
vehicle.
kit, that
Aye, aye.
crit, that vehicle is dead.
Affirmative.
Doesn't matter what you're looking for. If you see
Yes,
that,
Commander.
that vehicle is dead.
Moving out.
Okay,
Certainly.
we're almost to the front line. We can almost start properly engaging with the Archer. I really need an engine for him. It takes him so long to get up front.
What's up, boss? Full speed, no target.
Okay, we got
Here it comes.
firing solution on the urban mech, but we ain't gonna hit him much because we had
Commander?
to run. We're probably
On the
going to
move.
be turning the ECCM
Target locked.
system on because I think he's got an ECC. He's got an
Negative
ECM
damage.
system,
Repeat. Good to go.
but he's probably
On
better
my
than
way.
me. So, yeah, he's that field around him means he's running some kind of ECM. Messed with that, crud. I wanted to kill him before he got another one.
You have orders?
Well, we got direct line of sight with the Archer now. So as soon as we get close enough, we can. The Archer will
Bye.
just end it.
Roger that.
Should
Targeting
have turned
for
on my
an strike.
ECM, but didn't even think about it.
Commander?
Just hoping for the kill at this point.
Let's see how you like this.
When his turn comes up, I'm going to mute the sound again because
Firing a full salvo.
artillery strike coming in.
Reporting. Be there in a jiff. Locking on target.
Good set of hits. Okay, I'm muting it really quick. Sorry. And again, that's another one of those that I've taken straight to the ear holes.
Firing.
They may not be killing my mechs, but they are definitely killing
Order received.
my ears.
Firing all weapons.
So we threw out some damage.
Heavy
Nothing really big
Awaiting
happening
orders.
yet. Luckily, we're kind of pushing them closer
Yes,
to the
Commander.
Archer, which can now get all its weapons on target. And it's going to rip up the Kronos just as bad as it
Target's
rips
taking
up
a
the
critical
Urban mech.
hit.
Reporting major armor loss.
Roger that.
But if that's what it takes, that's what it takes.
Internal structure damage.
What? What?
Ready.
Oh, we took arm hits from our own fire.
On it.
Let's kill him. He's got no weapons left.
Target.
He's out. All right.
Mission successful.
That was a good set. Now, it looks like all the rest of the missions that we actually want here are 3-skull, and there is no feasible way that this team can take a 3-skull. I mean, we just got our asses handed to us on a 2-skull, and a 3-skull is pretty much a no-go. So we're going to move on to the next planet now. Probably got time for one more mission, unless the one mission goes like the first mission did, in which case we got time for 2, but we'll see. See how it goes. I don't want any of those parts. All of this stuff is pretty much garbage. Yeah. Ooh, there's an exchanger. I want that exchanger. Okay, we're going to sell you. We're going to sell all the engines. We need an engine for the Wolfhound, but I think we need something bigger. No one. I'll hold on to it. We'll see. We're going to sell that. Sell all the standard stuff. I like this flak ammo. It's really good at putting down VTOLs. And I like the ammo. We're actually spending quite a bit per rotation at this point. Quite a bit more than I thought we were going to be. And I think most of it has to do with putting that archer in the field. Even though it's mostly useless, every once in a while when it does get down and start doing damage, you just seen how it works. It'll end things. It almost ended my Snubnose PPC. Okay, here we are. We got a little bit of repairs to do on the Kronos. I think it's the first time that it's been through armor critted at all. It's not a big deal. It didn't take too much. Just going to take a little bit of repair. Okay, that was the B team. Do we have an A team mission here that we
Hey,
wanted?
Commander, pull up a chair.
We did. I kind of want to do that hot landing, but it's urban. I think we're going to take the capture base. Okay, we got to wait for the Kronos to be up. Kronos is up. Let's go ahead and drop on the logistical base capture. We're dropping against Davian, of course. Davian usually brings the best gear. Lore-wise, they were the first house to actually go in and start primary dealings with the clans, mainly Clan Wolf, with their previous dealings of Wolf's Dragoons and Wolf in Exile. So Wolf and them traded a lot of technology over the time. So fighting Davian, you will see an uptick of clan technology and things like that in the field that you can actually scavenge. And that's actually, it's kind of fun to fight them just because they bring so much. There's such a good chance of them bringing a bunch of clan tech to the table. The other people that bring a lot of clan tech is pirates, but most of what you're going to get in their clan tech is the mechs. All of the equipment is going to be clan or pirate equipment, and you're going to want to just you're going to want to remove it as fast as possible. It's going to be nowhere near as effective as clan equipment on clan mech, but they're still going to have all the Omni stuff and everything else that makes the mechs worth using. You're just going to lose all of the clan weapons. And some of the pirate weapons are really interesting. I really enjoy the odd number LRM systems that no matter what ammo you fire with them, they build up heat on the enemy as well. A lot of weird weapons like that come from the pirate technology. And the clan technology just hits hard. Weighs less, it hits hard, but it also has a lot more heat behind it. So like a ER large laser, the inner sphere one does 45 damage, I think, at like 30 heat. And the clan one does 55 damage at 45 heat. The clan one also has range, and it's a ton lighter. So that's your biggest thing. ERPVCs do a little bit more damage and are a ton lighter. I mean, it's not... The gear is really nice if you can counterbalance that extra heat. in one of my other playthroughs, I have a Storm Crow that's running 4 medium pulse lasers, 4 machine guns, 2 ATM-6s, and 2 SRM-4s, all clan build. And if it gets up and behind something, it just rips it apart. It's kind of fun to play with. All right, let's see where this mission takes us. The 1.5 skull, we're bringing in the A-team.
Command interface initiated.
We've got some friendlies in the field. One of them's got a nice ECM system. A couple of them got ECM systems. We got a hammer. They're light, but they're actually kind of hard to hit. They've got heavy MRMs, small X-pulse lasers, and a laser AMS. Okay, I don't mind that. And we've got a Cougar, because we're working with kind of a pirate faction, so it's running light PPCs with capacitors. Now these PPCs can double tap, so it can fire 4 PPC shots from those 2 weapons. And then it's got MMLs, which load whatever ammo it wants to. And I think that's all that we got with us. Where are we going? We're going right over there. Ah, we got this nice road to follow. Good. That means the archer might actually make it to the front lines.
Location confirmed.
Confirmed. Aye, aye.
You know the assassin's the fastest thing we have, even though it's got one of the smallest engines. So the Kronos has the biggest engine that we have. And I believe the biggest mech we have has the smallest engine that we have in the field.
As you wish.
Outside of course, the urban mech.
Heading out.
We're going to go ahead and ID the base this next turn. Doesn't look like there's turrets or anything, which means we're going to take it, and then they're going to drop reinforcements.
Got it.
Yes, Commander.
The reinforcements generally come from the north or the south. Go ahead and pop in here and prep for the reinforcement drop.
Copy that.
The game's starting to have its little jumbles. It's telling me, hey, you should probably
Moving to
give me a break here soon. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're going to wait out the enemy.
I copy.
They should be dropping shortly.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile.
There they are. They're right up here. Hunter vehicle.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, we don't have to hold or anything, so we're going to go engage.
How might I help? I understand.
We've got 2 targets up. Yeah, don't shoot my archer. It'll shoot you back. We've got some clan tech in the field. And some light vehicles. It's apparently got an AMS somewhere out there. I think it has an AMS. The Cougar. It's only 35. No, the Cougar's 40 tons. But it is some good gear. This one's running a relatively terrible gear. Unless it gets to point blank. So it shouldn't be much of a threat. Once it gets to point blank, the Kronos is going to murder it. So it's basically, why don't you come get killed?
Right here.
Okay, we got to stay away from this thing because the dropship's going to come in as soon as we kill the last enemy target in order to claim the base. And if the dropship lands and we're in the area, then we get landed on and we lose mech.
Yes, Commander.
And there's pretty much no
Have
coming
no
back
doubt
from that.
it will be done. Yes, Commander.
You're going to have to at least replace the engine.
Damn it.
Yeah, okay. I was just checking to make sure the Cougar is definitely what is running the AMS. Large, medium, medium. Had to have been from a tank. No, the Spectre.
Receiving you.
Yep. I figured they'd have a bunch of ECM.
Confirmed.
But this is handleable ECM. I believe our ECM is as good as theirs.
What's up, boss? On it. Taking the shot.
Luckily, everybody that we have fires some form of missile.
Commander.
And once the AMS is fired,
No problem.
most of them cannot fire again. Got a big hit on that right torso. Ooh, right torso rear too. We shot him right in the back. That's the
Awaiting
Spectre
orders.
coming around. We're gonna have to
Be
ECC him.
there in a jiff. I believe this should have an
I'm gonna
effect.
throw some ammo at that hunter. Friendlies are using swarmers out of their MML launchers. And that's that Cougar firing all those mag
Reporting
pulses.
heavy damage.
It can do it 9 more times.
Ready for orders.
That's where the Cougar gets kind of scary. Those mag pulses,
Position confirmed.
if they all hit you, can do a lot of damage in a very small amount of time. The guy shooting the vehicle in the front hit it in the side. The guy shooting the vehicle in the side hit it in the front.
Damage is light.
Ready for orders.
Okay, Archer's still moving up.
On my way.
It's actually been in direct fire mode for most of the mission. That's actually been really good. Been using gunnery instead of tactics
Receiving.
in order to hit targets. Let's switch over our ECCM to counterbalance the Spectre.
Consider it done.
And we're going to see if we can take some weapons off the Cougar. We can't. We can't even hit it. The only thing that was going to hit him didn't even get to him because of the AMS system. He was running mask. His mask just got damaged and ripped most of his mech apart. I do love when the enemy runs mask and just keeps
Awaiting
it on.
orders. Moving out.
We're going to fire on
As
the
you
Cougar
wish.
because it's the target we need gone.
Standing by.
Cougar is, as much as I hate to say it, for it being as small as it is, a real threat. I think we're going to fire on the V. No, we're going to take shots on the Cougar.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Oh, we hit him with everything that mattered. Like 3 missiles in the X-Pulse. And yep, there goes the X-Pulse, I think.
I lost a weapon.
Waiting for orders.
Like I say, you let that Cougar get a shot at you, it'll rip parts off you every time.
Target confirmed.
Almost lost torso on Assassin. Now, have to be careful
Armor
about
blow
that.
through. Internal damage.
I forget if I'm running an XL or a light engine. If I'm running a light engine, we'll be fine. If I'm running an XL, then I can't take the hit. Oh, and he's running nasty, nasty big lasers.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
Okay, we need to get in behind this Cougar and end him. We're not going to get him.
Giving them everything I've got.
We might lose the Assassin. Ouch.
I'm hit.
Okay, he's running a light engine. Oh, thank you.
Losing weapon systems. Reporting.
You're losing everything, dude. You just got mauled. I'm going to try to get the hits on with the
I understand.
trim. But we're not going to get him anytime soon. And the Assassin, I'm going to run out of the battle. He doesn't need to
Hey,
be...
they're coming around the side.
He doesn't need to be engaging anymore. He's way too heavily damaged.
Minimal damage.
Hunter's damaged enough, but I think I got to take shots at the Cougar. We're going to keep rotating around, staying near the road.
Putting one in the back.
And we took half the weapons off the Cougar
Warning,
and
critical
took
hit.
out
Orders.
his ECM system. We're going to run. Unfortunately, we lost one of those clan SRM6s, so we're probably going to have to go down to SRM4s. Ouch. That Spectre
Yeah.
just keeps hammering me.
On my way.
And I've got no shots at all. We used up its
Yes, Commander.
AMS, so I think I'm going to stand right here, and we're going to engage that Cougar again.
Confirmed.
It's go time.
That hits.
And he punches out. Good. Vehicle down. All we got left is the Spectre.
Standing by.
Problem is the Spectre's ECM kit is better than my ECM.
On my way. Locked on. No luck.
Ready for orders.
Okay, we're going to keep the Assassin running. We're going to have to do a full refit of the Assassin, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, we're going to try to keep the...
Consider it done.
we're going to try to do something to the Spectre. We can't get through his ECM system, so... No, Assassin does not want to go there.
Understood. Moving fast.
Should have pulled the Assassin out a turn early. Oh well, no big deal. Still alive,
Awaiting orders.
still in the field. We didn't lose any major parts, so everything will be fine.
Target acquired and locked
All
in.
we're looking for is any little bits of damage
No
that we can
joy.
do.
Commander. Confirmed.
Because he's going to be almost impossible to engage. We got him in the head.
Good to
That'll
go.
kill his initiative.
Piece of cake.
Commander.
Yeah, just go duck and cover, dude. You're done with this fight. We didn't lose the engine
I'm being flanked.
in the assassin or anything, so we'll be okay.
Light damage, Commander.
Yes, Commander. Have no doubt it will be done.
Okay, he thinks to take it, so we're going to take it. But we're not going to hit because
That didn't hit.
most of our chances to hit are below 10.
Orders.
Ready for orders. On the move.
We got some 20s. We're going to take them. We're probably not going to do anything, but
Reporting.
we got double back strike this time.
Certainly.
Ah, 30 is good.
The target is confirmed.
Got him.
Target
Popped his engine.
neutralized.
And that is why you don't mess with those mag pulses. Sometimes they'll be okay. Sometimes they'll rip you apart and you got nothing to say about it. I almost lost the assassin due to going for a kill. That kill should have happened. The trib should have killed it. Oh well. We'll see where we go from here. We're going to refit the assassin really quick. Pick up some stuff. We did not get the Cougar. Did we get any engines? We did. We got another 200. I don't want another 200. I do want a radical compact heatsink kit though. Those are amazing. And then I'm going to take the 3 parts. anything that we can sell. I'm going to sell these battle computers because right now we don't really have the ability to mount them. I'll hold on to that because I think we lost one. I don't really want the mask. They blow up too easy, which makes me just not interested. I'm going to hold on to the Omnipod. You never know when you might need it. But I think we're still one part out of building that Cougar. It'd be nice. I would actually immediately replace the Assassin with it. Because it's an Omni-Mech. And then I'd rip all the weapons it has off and put on weapons that were a little more interesting, like big old laser weapons and some missiles. Some fun things. Well, let's see what we can do to get the Assassin fixed up before we call it. Cook some spaghetti tonight. I added too much sauce to the meat, my meat sauce. It just hasn't been settling quite well with. Sorry of all the oddities on today's stream with me. My coughing and my sneezing, everything else. Yeah, I've been feeling kind of weird the last couple of days anyway. No, it's not that. I don't come into contact with people anyway. So it couldn't possibly be that. Okay, let's get the Assassin refitted. Since most of it exploded. Good thing we only put a light engine on it. I don't think we could have afforded the engine loss. Unfortunately, we're gonna pull the SRMs now. Because I'm gonna go over to these. I don't want to only mount one Clan 6. What can we do with an MRM-10? They're only 3 tons. What about a heavy 30? Oh, that's 10 tons. That ain't happening. It could if we put a bunch of gear on it. Eh. I don't really see the need to put a bunch of gear on it. We do have another medium X pulse. So we could throw a little bit of gear on it. Throw some ferro on it. Got a little bit of armor back in. Yeah. I like that. Basically just changed out the SRM-6s for SRM-4s. Threw the medium X pulse back on and said we're good to go. I'm looking at that Radical Compact heatsink kit thinking, oh, maybe I want to, but no, I don't. I really don't. We could melee it up. Oh, we got a bunch of cockpits we gotta fit. I'll probably do them off screen. We're just gonna go with this.
Log
and
note.
well,
Shouldn't be too hard.
I think we're done for the night. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to call this to an end. Thanks for being with me. Hopefully you folks have a good afternoon. And we'll see you in a couple of days. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and sometimes Sundays at about 4 a.m. But that time is going to be changing here shortly. I know I'm going to be competing with a lot of other channels that are already live, but, well, it doesn't matter to me either way. So we're just going to call this stream an end. We got a good 2 hours in today. And see you in a couple days. Bye.